So hi, I'm Alex Balekian. I am running for California's 30th Congressional District, which is currently occupied by Adam Schiff, but it's going to be the first time in 22 years that the seat is open. I am a practicing physician. I'm born and raised in Glendale. I'm a native son. I am fiscally conservative, socially moderate. I am a lifelong Republican, but probably for the last 20 years I've been a disenfranchised Republican. So what I'm going to call myself is a California Republican. Fiscally conservative, socially moderate, and thank you for having me on the show. So yeah, career politicians, for example, Dianne Feinstein just died in office 2 days ago. Lady was in office for 30 years. Prior to that, as a senator, right? I remember I couldn't even vote yet. She was running against Michael Huffington. In 1992 or 1994 it was. And so the lady's been there for 30 years. Before then, she was on the County Board of Supervisors of San Francisco. So career politician, okay? Adam Schiff, I think he studied to be in law school. I think he practiced law for maybe a couple of years. I think he was maybe 34 when he got his first elected position in Sacramento, and then kind of piggybacked up. So there are these people who've never, I'm not going to say never worked a day in their life, but have been paid by our tax dollars, right? Our tax dollars. And so, and when the government shuts down, they still get paid. When COVID shutdowns happen, people are laid off, they still get paid. Anthony Portantino, Laura Friedman that I'm running against, also career politicians. Anthony Portantino has been in there at least for 18, maybe 22 years. Laura Friedman has been there for 14 years. She was actually in the Glendale City Council back since 2006, 2007. So again, it's just this elevator or escalator of career politicians. And the way I say it is, it's a maggot looking for a bigger corpse. And then you just parasite one bigger than the other. And so, right, Laura Friedman and Anthony Portantino, when the state was shut down, when California was shut down for a year and a half, they were still getting their paycheck. I was still having to pay taxes, right? I got laid off. I was a physician, and I got laid off during COVID, if you can imagine that, okay? So this is what I mean. So those are the career politicians. How would I do it? Now, the Constitution lays out the terms for senators and representatives. So you need a constitutional amendment to pass term limits. That's a very high bar, but I think there's enough palpable discontent in the country right now that you can get it to pass. Now you ask, but a constitutional amendment is going to be passed by Congress. Why would Congress vote to limit itself? So it's true, they vote on it. I'm not going to say often, but they don't pass it because they don't want to shoot themselves. People don't know that the Constitution also allows for 3/4 of state legislatures to pass a constitutional amendment to bypass Congress. Do you think we can get 30, I think it's 38 states. Do you think we can get 38 states to be sick and tired of career politicians to do that? Exactly. So if you actually started, so that's going to be my goal. So when I get elected, I'm going to try once through the normal channels to pass it. And if it doesn't happen, we're going to go on social. We're going to go viral and we're going to say, look, if we can get 3/4 states, 38 states, legislatures to say, let's limit it. If you do that, boom.
Just as a follow-up question, how many terms should a congressman or senator have?
That's an excellent question. I mean, it's 2 terms for president, which is 8 years. So let's do 2 terms for senators, which is 12 years, and then 3 terms for representatives, which is 6 years. So I think that's the commonly agreed upon. I still think to give somebody time. 6 years is plenty of time for you to do stuff, right? And then just pass the baton on to somebody else.
I completely agree. Are you familiar with Jesse Ventura?
The governor of Minnesota. I'm sorry. Yes.
He once said he was asked, so as a politician, something like that. He said, no, I'm not a politician. He corrected the interview. I'm not a politician. I'm a statesman.
Right.
I had a job as a wrestler, and then I came into politics to help my community. I didn't go into politics, just to, make money.
As a career.
Exactly.
And I completely agree, and that's why this is a pilot project, and I'm going to be the proof of principle that a regular person with an everyday job, a 9 to 5, can run for office, should run for office.